there, and then the other one is the condom, the male condom. We also have the female condom, we call it the P2 or the emergency pill, which is taken coil, and there are two types of it. We have the Y copper and the T copper, and we have the progesterone pill. The mothers who are breastfeeding, the first 6 months of the baby breastfeeding, they use this is taken for mothers who are breastfeeding from 6 months and above, or anyone else who wants to use the pills and they are not breastfeeding the first 6 months. Which we don't have here, which is inserted.
Hi guys, welcome back into my YouTube channel. My name is Gladys Njeri and leo niko na wageni hapa. Tuko na Agnes na Irene watakuwa wanajiintroduce, and I'm also Gladys Njeri on Instagram, and in today's video we are going to discuss about family planning. So karibu sana Agnes.
So thank you very much. My name is Agnes Igoko. On Instagram is Shiro_Igoko. YouTube is Wanjiro Igoko. Yeah, I feel welcome. Today we are talking about family planning. Yeah, and enjoy.
Hi, my name is Irene Mogore, and we work together with these guys, and it's nice to have such a topic that will enlighten the community and everybody involved. Karibuni.
Yeah, asanteni sana guys, and please before we continue, kindly hit on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that each and every time we upload a new video you'll always be the first one to get notified. So Agnes, tunaanzia na nini?
Since the topic is about family planning, today we're going to define what's family planning. And family planning, according to what I understand it, family planning is planning a family.
Sure.
Yeah, meaning you plan about the number of children you're going to get, and spacing of pregnancies, if I may say so.
Yeah. Okay, Irene.
So as Agnes has told us that family planning is you determine how many kids do you really want, and how do you space them? Is it 2 years between one kid and the other, or 3 years, or 4 years? It helps you to plan for them and to know how your budget will be, what you can do, what you can't do. So yeah, such things.
Okay guys, before we begin, okay, the products that we are going to introduce to you guys are the ones that are available to us and to the facility for now, right? Yes. So we are not marketing for any brand, and let's begin guys.
Yeah. So we have different types of family planning, and depending on the clients, we educate them on the different types of family planning. So depending on what the client desires is what we give. We provide. We have both the female and male family planning methods. Yeah. Yeah. So
to start with, we'll start with the coil. We call it coil, and there are two types of it. We have the Y copper and the T copper, and they are usually used for 5 to 10 years. They're usually used for 5 to 10 years, and so when you have them, you stay with them for 5 to 10 years, and then they are removed. You are told you want to use another method by then, well and good. The other option is we have the progesterone pills. These are for the mothers who are breastfeeding. The first 6 months of the baby breastfeeding, they use these for 35 days, and then after one sachet is done, they take another one. There is no stopping for this. Then the other option, we have the COCs or the combined pills. This is taken for mothers who are breastfeeding from 6 months and above, or anyone else who wants to use the pills and they are not breastfeeding the first 6 months. It goes for 21 days, and then we have 7 days without taking anything, and then they begin the next sachet on the 8th day. The other option we have is we call it the P2 or the emergency pill, which is taken within 72 hours after having sexual intercourse. So that goes there, and then the other one is the condom, the male condom. We also have the female condom, which we don't have here, but this is the male condom. And another option is Depo, which is used for 3 months. When it's an injection that is administered, and you stay with it for 3 months. We have a box here. We're not really marketing the product. Yes. We're just showing you what we get to use in our facility. So Depo goes for 3 months, and then you get the other dose after 3 months is done, or after 12 weeks. And then we have another option, which is the implant, which we don't have here, which is inserted on the arm. Usually it is 2 rods. Other brands have 1 rod that is inserted on the left arm, and it goes for 3 to 5 years. So whichever plan one chooses, whether it is the coil or the implant or the Depo or the pills, we provide them, and basically that's it. That's what we have in our facility for the family planning.
And I also get to understand in her channel, the audience, I'm sure it's not meant for kids. So you have at least an audience from above 18 and above years. So people may be asking, who is eligible for the family planning? What we advise is?
Anybody who is sexually active mostly. It's really important for you to have a planning for your family, because some people at 17, at 18, it's too early to have a kid. Most people don't plan for that until maybe after they're done with school, they have jobs, they want to have kids then. But if you're sexually active and you're still young, it's good to choose a plan that is good for you. So we recommend for anybody who is sexually active. I know this time that a lot of people, even the young ones in the high schools, they are also sexually active. And instead of telling them don't do this, don't do that, and they go and do it out there, and they come with the results of them being pregnant, which is not really planned for at that time. It's time for studying. We advise them to take a pill or something, because times are changing.
Yeah,
We
true.
are in different generations and time at this point, so you can't tell a kid don't do this, don't do that. Tell them the reason why and what can they use on behalf of not using anything else.
Yeah, because you also get instances like a 12-year-old has come to you with an unplanned pregnancy. What's your first approach? What do you... Because it's shocking, but they do.
True.
And most of them, if you get to get their stories, most of them are not from a point of... they could be trying to explore in the process they got pregnant, but also, for an instance, she has been raped or they have been raped by either people who are known to them or people who are not known to them.
True.
What's your advice you give?
The first thing you do, we live in a society where most people want to be listened to, but they don't want to listen to other people. Like for a 12-year-old, they are scared of even telling their parents of what is happening.
Yeah, true.
Because they still have that my uncle, my dad, if it's in the case of a girl, there are people I've known for a long time, people I've trusted, or my neighbor, and they are still doing some things to me that they don't agree with whatever is happening. So the first thing we should do as a community is have more listeners. Because if a 12 years old come and tells you that this and this happens, at least there is that trust between you and them. If at all there is that bond, they can be able to tell you that this and this happened. So first of all, we create the bond. The second thing, if such a thing happens, there are hospitals you go to, and then if at all it's someone in the family, you get people to bring you at all you're that young, and you do tests. Then there is the police reports. So there are protocols that are followed when someone does, when someone, let's say, rapes us 12 years old, which is not right. So there are protocol. You go to the hospital and then you'll be advised more on that. But we need to create that bond between the younger generation and the older people around you, so as they can listen to you when there is an issue. You're not scared of saying whatever it is that you have. You have people to talk to.
And also, don't forget, we are in an era of internet. So people learn a lot of things through various methods.
Yes.
Because you cannot be having those people too who you can trust to talk to, but you go to the internet in the moment, or when you're exploring the internet, the internet doesn't choose for you what to watch. It brings you everything and anything. So it's for you to filter out what to watch. And in such an instance, if you're not careful, you might find let's say our generation. more on the internet, and the people who are advising them are not giving the right advice. So the what I'll advise, if a 12-year-old come to you asking for family planning, don't even just question, just give. As long as at the end of the day you've given the advantages and disadvantages, because also don't forget family planning affects fertility.
True.
Being a 13-year-old, you start a family planning in the ages to come. Don't forget also the fertility rate has reduced. At the age people are saying around 35 years, it's debatable, not sure about it, but people are saying around 35. You need to have had children.
Yes,
So you can imagine starting family planning at a younger age, then it brings complication. It's not that we are discouraging use of family planning. You can use, and also apart from the age, we were talking about the age. So whom come a lot? Nando wanakujanga, what's the age bracket?
From me.
She's in the family planning department. That's where I'm more of questioning her more.
Yeah, so what's our age? The people we get to see more is from 19 years.
19 years?
Yes, 19 years to 25 or 25 and above. You see, if at all it's the age between 17 and 19, we have a few, 1, 2 to 3 patients once in a while. But from 19 years, you get that they come seeking this planning. But at some point you find that a 17-year-old or a 15 or 16, they come to the facility to start their pregnancy clinics. And most of the times it's because they weren't introduced to these methods as early as they could, because they were sexually active, and they didn't have an option of what to use at that age. But most of the times we find 19 years and above, they visit the clinics.
Okay. And what do they what do they advocate for most? What form of family planning do they want?
For below, let's say for below 18. So what can you advise below 18 who is sexually active to use which kind of family planning?
We have pills, the COCs, we call them the combined contraceptives,